Hello Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 14th going to the 20th of August. So let's have a little look together and see what is coming up for you guys for Gemini. For Gemini, please, for the week ahead. Okay. Okay, overall energy, please, for Gemini. Interesting. Okay. I kind of feel like there is a specific order that this is going to go through. Now, you have this energy of... Okay, I'm basically seeing shadow work come in. Like, I was going to build the way of saying that, but this is just what it is. Like, it almost feels like you have the ability to slow down, whether you're on a vacation, whether you have some time off this week, or whether you just are able to kind of rest. There's almost problems that arise when you do that. Like, maybe you're already feeling this energy because your first card is time for a nap, which is amazing. This is a card of being able to rest, paying attention to your sleep state, all right, making sure that you sleep well. But time for a nap is also just like, let's be grateful for what we have, because we are already or have already achieved a goal that we wanted, whatever that means to you. So maybe whether you are getting some good news this week, I kind of feel like it starts off great and you're able to relax, or you finally get what you want, but then maybe there is some problems. Like, maybe you get a house, but then there's some issues. Maybe you get some time off and then you end up having some sort of like shadow work, so it feels like you're still working. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to scare anybody. I'm not saying anything terrible, so don't worry. Like, it feels more of like a inner thing, because time for a nap, we have that. Then we have clean it up afterwards, which is a card of taking responsibility, dealing with something, having some things to do. It is cleaning it up. It's dealing with something. It could be clearing the air. I am picking up a bit on shadow work though. I will tell you why in a second. Then we have a similar theme, and it came out in a very similar way. The Hanged Man came first, very similar to time for a nap. It's kind of putting yourself in a position of rest. The Hanged Man is a stuck energy. It's putting himself in a stuck energy for a reason, which we'll touch on in a second. And clean it up is very similar to this Nine of Swords. Some sort of worries, doubts, stress that you're going through, nightmares, all right? Something that's keeping you up at night, or something that's got you worried about something, all right? Let me see what this is. This combination came up for another sign, and the message was to kind of confront some sort of fear. This might be a good time to look at something that worries you in a different way. So whether you have some fears in regards to something, it could even just be to do with your dreams, goals, it could be to do with your relationships, your love life, right? There could be some fears there could be some worries, there could be some stresses. The Hanged Man is kind of saying, don't run away from this. Is to kind of address this firsthand, whether that means we need to speak to somebody, Gemini, whether that means we need to look at it, like, where is this coming from? Like, why is this coming into my mind? It could also be your dreams. You could be having bad dreams, all right? The Hanged Man is kind of like, you're gonna gain some sort of enlightenment by confronting something. He's not running away. He's gaining knowledge by keeping himself stuck in a position to see something upside down, see something in a different perspective. So that's what you need to do, is to look at something from a different perspective. All right. Then on the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Swords. That's why I was feeling like there is some doubts, worries, fears, stressful situations, okay? All right, I'm going to clarify the cards, the oracles individually, then we'll carry on. What is time for a nap coming up with? For? Why is it coming up for? Four of Pentacles, it is kind of coming from a place of lack, fears. It's like a limited perspective. So time for a nap may mean, again, appreciate what we do have around us. It is a time to rest. I feel like you're very anxious about something. I'm trying to figure out what this is and how I can advise you, because it almost feels like we still don't feel like we have enough, and that may be the case. Let's clarify. Four of Pentacles. You might be stuck in a comfort zone for some of you. So you have the Ten of Cups to clarify time for a nap. So again, like your current state is like kind of being afraid to open up, kind of being afraid to let go of something, whether it's something that we're hyper fixating on, like money, that could be a problem. Like there may be limited situation in your life. Maybe something doesn't look so good. Maybe it's your finances, maybe it's your work, maybe you're just really stuck in a comfort zone, you're scared to open up to people, for example. You have the Ten of Cups there. So it's almost like when you release, when you let go, you will really start to understand that everything is going to be okay. Like I am picking up on people who are having some heavy anxiety. Like it really does feel like that. It's almost like a talking fear into yourself almost. But Ten of Cups is a really good outcome. It's speaking about overall happiness, emotional fulfillment with not just you but everyone around you. Like it feels like everything's going to be okay, and maybe that's what they were asking you to do, is just to relax. Your current situation, again, finances or just problems at the moment, might be causing so much stress that you aren't seeing what's really around you. All you're seeing is this being mocked, ridiculed, whatever the fears are. I'm going to clarify that for you. So what is the clean it up? It could be shadow work. Maybe these are things. What I was picking up on was you finally getting the chance to have a break, and it's like being able to relax, and all of a sudden like these dark thoughts are coming up. Not bad dark thoughts, but like fears. I don't know, I felt someone walk into the room as I said that, like a masculine energy. Some of you may have had like somebody who may have passed away could be around you, by the way. They're protecting you. That is just all that means. I feel it feels like I'm a bit uneasy with like spirit interactions. Like it's something I've been opening myself back up to again. It always scares me when it happens. Anyway, it's fine. Everything is fine. Everyone is safe. I think that's something as well for you to acknowledge. Okay, so let's see the clean it up card. Yeah, as I was saying, it's almost like I'm going, maybe you're having nightmares, or maybe you are just having these situations where it's like, okay, where is this coming from? Like you need to address some deep wounds, traumas. Clean it up card is coming through the Ace of Pentacles. So there could be a job opportunity that's come your way, but then you might have to do a lot of work for it. The clean it up card can sometimes be an energy where you have to go backwards to go forwards. Maybe it feels like, if I do this, I have to kind of take a few steps back in my life, and it feels like you're not making progress to begin with, but it will be very rewarding for you later down the road financially. I do see a financial opportunity coming in, which will be good for you in terms of opening yourself back up again and no longer stressing. What's the clean it up card about? It feels like something may happen by accident, like when you're doing some sort of soul searching or whatever. I do see a promotion. I do see your troubles will be, I feel like you can breathe now. It's fine. Your situation was maybe a bit tense, a little bit scary, a little bit uncomfortable for you, you know, picking up a little bit of anxiety, like don't want to do something, bit scared to do it, worried about what it might bring, but it is going to bring in some good things. Like when you're doing the work here, which I'm sure you are doing, Gemini, the Six of Pentacles is like something is being equaled out, all right? This is you receiving some sort of bonus, promotion here. Whether it's in terms of a relationship, things are being evened out now. Like this is very good. Like it's very, very good in terms of your finances. You're gaining. That's what they're wanting to say. So clarify this combination then. King of Cups, you could really be in your emotions, or maybe you're stressed about somebody else. Could be a water sign here. Maybe there's a lot of conflict here, or maybe your emotions are in conflict. You're finding it very hard to kind of stay on top of them, which is what the King of Cups is about. But you are going to have some sort of reward here. Three of Cups, surround yourself with positive people, even if that means going online and searching for a community like that. Like I'm picking up 3 people around you who will have some significance this week, who are going to kind of lift up your happiness. Like this is kind of a community is going to make you very happy and keep you on top of your emotions. Sometimes when we're alone, we can kind of like blow things out of proportion and get lost in our own emotions. But when we surround ourselves with people who are not just positive, but have a good way of looking at things, it can make you feel a bit better, even if their energy is just very good. I do believe that some of you might be reconciling with this person again if there was conflict. Four of Wands. Is it coming together as a milestone? You guys are going to be dealing with some sort of success coming your way, especially if you are like regaining confidence again. As I'm saying that, the King of Wands came up. Okay, you guys could have some like fire placements in your in your chart here, but the King of Wands is about strength. It's about resilience. It's about adapting to situations, okay? So I think you needed to take a little bit of a break to face some fears, to acknowledge where they're coming from, to regain balance in your emotions, and then you'll be back on track again, all right? It feels like a dip, but it's not. Like, that's what it feels like. You have Six of Cups here. Okay, this is about nostalgia. Again, the past is coming back in. Two of Pentacles. You guys could be having a lot of like past memories that are coming up for you guys, and that could be something either that's fueling you, whether it's your own children or whether it's good memories that you want to go back to almost, or it could be the complete opposite. With the Two of Pentacles and Six of Cups, some of you might be your emotions might need some balancing if we're getting a bit emotional about the past still. Or maybe we need to, I don't know, maybe some of you might need to go back to the past. Of course you cannot, but I mean like family. I'm actually picking up a bit on like people who make you happy, people who make you feel good, people who make you feel like you miss them, you know, like you're missing something. But that feels like physical people. Of course, you cannot go back to an old part of yourself. There's something to recognize here. Gemini, all we can do is bring lessons of that past self forward, to use that as a template. But sometimes we end up being even better than what we used to be like. And, you know, all that stuff. I feel like you're taking it out on yourself a little bit here. But you have Ten of Pentacles. Look, you have Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Everything's going to be okay. Stability, financial stability, loyalty. All right, this is very good in terms of money, by the way. Again, Wheel of Fortune. You might just find something's just going to happen by an accident. You are just going to come across an opportunity that's going to give you money. Like, I feel like it's very much in your favor with that Wheel of Fortune and Ten of Pentacles. Like, everything's going to be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. So whatever you were worried about, I mean, it looked like you were at a dead end, or, you know, this is it, like I have to do some things, it's gonna be terrible or whatever. Like, something was not just tricking you. I think the situation that you were in was quite scary, whatever it was. Like, it felt like the ground underneath you, you know, was kind of crumbling or shaking. It's like your either that represents your base chakra, so your identity, your ego, your what do they call it? What? I feel like there's certain words in every reading I get like a mind block. There's certain like basic needs that may have been shaken up, like your shelter, your stability, your, you know, finances can also come from the base chakra too. So it just feels like maybe you were in a very difficult point. But something happens by an accident. I think you're working hard to try and fix it. And as you're doing that, like as you're dusting these things away, you're coming across this seed, this opportunity, and it's going to take you somewhere. All right, so it is good in the end. I'm going to pull you a keyword, and then I'm going to get you some random messages for the week. Well, Gemini. Libra had this also. We have envy. Okay, so this says, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So that's something to remember for this week. Make sure that we're not comparing ourselves again to even a past self. You might be envious. Like, if I didn't do this, then maybe I would be in a better point. Or you could be envious of other people, comparing your lives to them. Everyone is different. Everyone has different challenges. So just remember that, all right? Don't go comparing yourself. You could have envy around you, so just pay attention. Make sure people aren't blocking what's good for you. All right, talking you out of things that are good for you, Gemini, just because they're envious. Okay, Gemini, please. Anything else? Oh boy, that's too many, but we will do it for you. You have eyes, psychic ability, trust your intuition, Gemini. You have opportunity or windfall. We already saw that coming. Goldfish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth, maybe even both. And that rhymed, I know. We have eagle, triumph over troubles, obstacles. I'm telling you, everything's going to be okay. You have peace and harmony. Beautiful. You do have these two. You have hills, which says obstacles to overcome, which I'm sure you're aware of. There are things to do, but it says you are on the road to success with the mountain road. Okay, everything is the way it's supposed to go. Almost everything's going to work out because this is how it's supposed to go. Like, even though it looks scary, I know, like, sometimes it's just in God's plan. but we will reach the top of the mountain, so don't you worry. We have to start at the bottom sometimes. Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. I think it's gonna work out in your favor. Anyways, my angels, I love you guys. I wish you all the best. Make sure you subscribe if you want more of these. If you resonated, let me know down below. If you want to name the lion, I'm up for suggestions. But aside from that, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.